Uh-oh.
Someone bought some naughty photos on Reddit believing they were a real female, only to discover they were an AI-generated character. I offer my deepest condolences, only to discover they were an AI-generated character.
I mean, like, she's pretty cute. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, guys, the guys get into this shit all the time. For sure.
I offer my deepest condolences to them for being the first person to fall for this and being clowned on by the entire internet.
I make a 6-figure salary. Would you go out with me? Do you want to go out with a robot? Imagine dating Stable Diffusion. Yeah, you know what? Stable Diffusion is never going to complain that you want to play video games with the boys tonight. Wait, no, honey, I don't want to watch. No, I want to finish this. Like, we're already almost done. Like, we got to finish this tonight. Like, everybody's on. So, like, yeah, I gotta. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Fake images have been a very hot topic these days.
Dude, this fucking. Bro, this is so good.
Even Nat Geo posted about which of these animals are professionally taken and artificially generated. These photorealistic AI images, like the Pope's latest strip, probably already reach far and wide into the world because of how convincing they are. And now, videos are following a similar trajectory.
That's right.
Previously, we have gone over a few interesting text-to-video AIs with some generating very goofy stuff and others that go down the uncanny valley. But today,
for now though,
hey, I have some truly jaw-dropping creations people have made through a lot of sweaty GPU work that I want to share with you.
Okay.
Like today's sponsor, Opera GX, the browser optimally designed for gamers. You know what gamers and AI enthusiasts have in common?
It's always humbling for me to see creators that I've admired for a long time and that I watching my stuff. It still feels weird because I'm just a guy in a room. I'm just a dude in a room. It's super strange that whenever I go and meet larger creators, there's always like a team behind them. There's always like, you know, this huge cameraman and sound balancing. And like, I've just got my webcam duct taped to the top of my PC screen. And my microphone's just on the desk. And I'm playing on a £10 keyboard from Argos. So I sometimes look at my setup and think, do I need more? And then I realise that all I'm doing is playing Vampire Survivors. And even if I had more, all I would do is just play more old school RuneScape. So I feel that, and this is something that applies to me quite a lot, and I take quite seriously, and you can tell me what you think about this. When I was doing my acting training, and when I was doing the kind of theatre stuff in and around London for a while, I very much was taught to focus on the core components. You don't need to worry about the bells and whistles so much. You don't need to worry about all the costumes and all the props and all that. Just get the core acting really good. And I see a lot of streams and a lot of streamers and content creators with all of these extra, you know, lovely, pretty bells and whistles that sometimes forget the core of, you know, what you're going to do, which is just talk and entertain and make videos that are watchable. So I very much try and just stick to the core. Like, I don't feel that I need all that other stuff. I mean, I use Visa to do the editing for videos that I feel are important, because I can't edit anywhere near as well as he can. And if I make a video and I think, you know what, this is good, this is important, this deserves a little bit of focus, then I'll contact Visa and be like, hey, I need you to edit this, man, because I can't do this. But beyond needing a bit of editing, I try and stick to a very simple core component, which is just chatting to you guys and playing games. You know, I don't feel that I need all the bells and whistles. You know, you get a lot of extra stuff and a lot of extra big city boosts and bonuses, but I like just sitting in my room and playing games with you guys.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability Not enough rage. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I need to get closer. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. Need more rage. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready. that yet. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
I dive into frozen waves where the past comes back to life. Fight fear for the selfish pain, it was worth it every time. Hold still right before we crash, cause we both know how this ends. A clock ticks till it breaks your glass and I drown in you again. You are the piece of me I wish I didn't need. Chasing relentlessly, still fight and I don't know why. If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love is insanity, why are you my parody? If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love is insanity, why are you my parody? Walk on through a red parade and refuse to make amends. It cuts deep through our ground and makes us forget all common sense. Don't speak as I try to leave, cause we both know what we'll choose. If you pull, then I'll push too deep and I'll fall right back to you. Cause you are the piece of me I wish I didn't need. Chasing relentlessly, still fight and I don't know why. If our love
you need. Hurry back.
Hey, brother, what you thinking? Leave that on record spinning. You feel the rhythm going. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, mama, how's it going? Can see your body moving. Don't leave the party dying. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with and turn around and get us a rock and roll round? Let's countdown, body, body, coming with the super hottie, let's go. No slow, hell no. Baby, can you move around the rhythm? Cause you know we're living in the fast lane. Speed up, it ain't no game. Just turn up all the beams when I come up on the scene. Hey, brother, what you thinking? That good old sound is ringing. They don't know what they're missing. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, brother, listen steady. Put down your drink, you ready. It's hot when things get messy. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with and turn around and get us a rock and roll round? Let's countdown, body, body, coming with the super hottie, let's go. No slow, hell no. Baby, can you move around the rhythm? Cause you know we're living in the fast lane. Speed up, it ain't no game. Just turn up all the beams when I come up on the scene.
Det är det enda ni gör på dagarna. Ni sitter i där ventrilo och spelar Dota.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I hear you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I feel you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Let's get it on.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Have one on the house.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I hear you, man.
Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota.
I feel you, man.
Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota.
That's more like it.
Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota.
Absolute choice.
Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Let's get it on.
Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i vänten och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Never knew the sting of a stranger. Never felt the words like a razor. But I won't give a damn about it later. All the little digs doesn't matter. Writing down a brand new chapter where there's only love, never anger. So lonely in your bed. Does breaking me make you feel good? Guess you don't understand. Don't you know that I'm stronger? Don't you see me in all black? Don't you cry like a baby? Ha 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 ha. Who's laughing now? Know that it's over. Don't you know I won't call back? Don't you cry like a baby? Ha 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 ha. Who's laughing now? You'll never see me blue, never bleeding. Hope you understand how I'm feeling. I'm turning off my phone like I'm leaving. Bye. Push me to the edge, now it's over. Shutting off the hate, get closure. This will be the dust when I'm older. So lonely in your bed. Does breaking me make you feel good? Guess you don't understand. What goes around comes around. Don't you know that I'm stronger? Don't you see me in all black? Don't you cry like a baby? Ha 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 ha. Who's laughing now? Know that it's over. Don't you know I won't call back? Don't you cry like a baby? Ha 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 ha. Who's laughing now? It's comical hysteria.
His death. And additionally, this will level your character up, as you can see. Or not see. It gives you crazy experience gain as well.
Skipping the grind with money. People have linked this for me to watch. Here we go.
Well, here it is. Welcome to Skycraft.
Oh wow, I'm such a noob.
Yeah, well, you just got here.
Yeah, but you're It looks so epic. How do I get that?
You just relax, okay? You're just starting out.
Yeah, but it looks so cool.
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, like, I spent like 6 months unlocking all of this.
6 months.
Here we
yeah,
go.
like, for example, this cape, I got this for 100%ing Honeywood and Darkwood, I know. And then this breastplate I got for defeating the monks of High Hoogspire with no psychic damage protection, so...
Wow, that seems like a...
You actually can tell that this is not a real video game, and the way that you can tell is that the female armor is not a chainmail bikini. So, in case anybody was thinking this is a real game, it's not.
bunch of work.
Yeah, it was. But don't worry, with a little bit of patience and like a couple 100 hours of grinding, you too will...
Oh,
Where'd
it's
you get that
even
armor?
better on here.
Oh, this. Yeah, no, I just bought it. Apparently it's part of the new season cosmetics.
Where you just spent like real money on that, like actual dollars.
Yeah. What's wrong?
It's just, you know, I'm kind of sick of people just buying their way to good gear. This shit used to actually mean something.
Yeah, true.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, you used to be able to see someone walking around in badass armor and you'd actually be able to know that they did something badass.
Yeah.
But apparently now, anyone with a credit card can just buy their way to the top.
That's
and
about
I,
right.
personally, think it's fucking lazy.
Whoa, calm down, buddy.
No, I'm not gonna calm down because I busted my ass for this armor.
Oh, and you think I didn't?
No! What do you think that you did?
What did I do? Wow.
He went to work.
What did I do? Let me think. Oh, that's right, yeah. I applied for a job, and then I got that job, and then I spent
here we go.
40, 50 hours a week grinding away at that job until I leveled up and I unlocked a pay rise, which allowed me a
Wow.
very class-specific perk called, get this, disposable income. A small fraction of which I figured I could allow myself to spend on a little treat for myself, a little cosmetic item in a game that I'm learning for fun. Why not? Why shouldn't I allow myself just a little bit of happiness in this limited time that I get between work and sleep? You know, surely one little...
I think the fact is that what the guy's saying is like kind of true, but the difference is that back in the day, like accomplishing something in the game, and I think this is why like RPGs were so good back in the day, is because you didn't have that connection. Like if you were in the online world, you didn't get reminded every single time somebody else logged on with cooler looking gear than you because they had more money than you have in real life. I think that's actually one of the biggest appeals to these online games in a lot of cases for at least like more serious gamers, is that like your accomplishments in real life do not carry over into the game. That's like the whole point of it for a lot of people.
In-game purchase couldn't hurt. One tiny little indulgence before I'm
Yeah,
forced
to escape from that.
clock back into reality and rejoin the endless pendulum of diminishing returns that is this late-stage capitalist dystopia that we seem doomed to endure until the bitter end. But yeah, I guess I'm just lazy. My bad.
I'm really sorry. I don't think I've ever thought about it like that.
No, it's okay.
I mean, it's just cosmetic, right? It's not like it really matters. It doesn't like affect gameplay or anything, so...
Yeah, exactly.
That's
now
how
let's
it
go,
always starts,
because I can't
guys.
wait to try out this new arcane sword of destruction
Yeah.
that I just bought, $100, plus 30 to all stats. Apparently, this can one-hit kill a dragon.
Fuck you.
What?
I listened to the whole fucking monologue.
Oh my god.
Yep, there we go.
Big thank you to...
Oh, just a second, sorry. Let me go back. Apologies, gentlemen. Fucking, god damn it. Wait, how do I go back to the original video? Wait, what happened? Here, give me a minute, guys. Where the hell was it? Okay, there we go. No, there we go. Yeah, disable autoplay? I don't even know how to do that.
Well,
Okay.
Can one-hit kill a dragon.
fuck you.
What?
I listened to the whole fucking
It's on the
monologue.
video? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Big thank you to Wormwick for giving us this free armor and amazing costume.
Yeah, the armor actually
it's
looks cool.
Wormwick.com. This is some of the best cosmetics items that we've ever had.
I'm
I
very
think.
jealous, to
Yeah?
be honest. Quite jealous.
Yep,
of that.
so you should be.
I am.
There's a whole lot more stuff, so wait to see it and other skits. But yeah, we're so stoked with this. Thank you so much, Wormwick.
This was a very, very good skit. I like it a lot
Diminishing
because it does. The best part about it is it does kind of make sense about like why people buy cosmetic items. Because like it's a very easy dunk, for example, to just like go and say like, oh, people that buy cosmetics are losers and, you know, it's pathetic. But it actually kind of makes him seem like the victim. And then right as you start to feel sorry for him and be like, yeah, maybe it's not that big of a deal, then he pulls out the sword and you're like, ah, fuck, I hate gaming. You know, it's such a good change there. I fucking love it, man. Yeah, he seemed like a loser. Yeah, exactly. And then you see that, and it's like, oh, maybe it's actually not that bad. And then he pulls out the fucking sword. Such a good video. Like, the structure of it is amazing. The mentality is flawed from the start. There were jobs 20 years ago. Poor excuse. Bro, people don't need an excuse. See, this is what you might not understand, is that nobody needs an excuse because nobody needs your permission. You see, like, nobody needs your permission to buy something out of the store. But gives a fuck. Like, why does anybody care what you think? And so this is the fact, is that, and I think this is one thing how gaming has changed over the years, is that people are much more okay with like cosmetic stuff and just different bullshit like this. And back, you know, back in like 2008, 2006, 2010 even, people were not okay with it. But nowadays, I think that because there are more people that do not get into video games for the reason that it is an escape from the real world. They just like the game, it's fun to play, etc. And also how games have merged more with real life as well. Those people that play video games purely for escapism and to get out of the, you know, the rat race that's real life, those people have less places to go nowadays because it's just simply more profitable to serve another audience. It's that simple, man. Everyone got older, that's why. Well, I think that's another fact, but I think there's still 16-year-olds that, you know, if they weren't brought up on microtransactions now, they probably wouldn't want to play pay-to-win games either. But I think that really the reason why there is like a huge contingency of people that play video games that hate microtransactions is pretty fucking simple. It's just because anytime that you have something like this, anytime you see an item like that in the game and you don't have it, it's a reminder that that person has an advantage over you in real life. And I think that just probably feels bad for a lot of people. Yeah, I think that's the main issue. It's entertainment, just like movies. It's not that deep. No, I think it actually is. I unironically think that a lot of people get or got a lot out of MMORPGs because they got put on an even playing field with everybody else and they could actually accomplish things on their own. I actually think that's a big factor. Feel bad about it, then you are a loser? Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's saying that these people aren't losers. I think that really it's just that there are a lot of them and this is the way they feel. Games went from being a hobby to a business whenever Wall Street Suits saw how much money was able in the mobile market, then came in transcribed into AAA. Man, I feel like video games have been a business for a long time, like 30 years, man. I don't think that's anything new. These guys are acting like Game Shark didn't exist, first pay-to-win option. Yeah, but like everybody has access to that, and it's also like not really. Well, I guess yeah, you do have to spend money for that, but I think it's like those are like literally cheats, so it's kind of different. I'd assume a lot of people aren't ahead in life. They're just instead making bad life decisions with their budgets. Yeah, but for a lot of younger people that don't really have that level of awareness, it's not how they see it. Let me read a few of the comments. I was expecting Brett to come back with what you're 12 years old and you use your mom's credit card. Yeah, exactly. By leveling up, he meant manager privileges, and by disposable income, he meant his employees' pay cut that he cut regularly at their paycheck. Yeah, of course. How else is he supposed to afford it? And when Rowan starts making sense, it's a sign of the end times. Man, I played a game where people kept complaining the random chance at a piece of equipment at the end of the raid was too hard and time-consuming for those with jobs. So the devs literally made it so you could grind a few times and have the currency to buy it for a fraction of the effort required. This kept happening with all future updates, and then the game slowly went from being active with literal queues at the login to content releases to living on life support and loot boxes. I think that's just the way that games go in general. I think that's the life cycle of all games. It's nothing really too crazy about that. And yeah, I mean, this is gaming in 2022. And I think the reality is that because gaming is so popular and, you know, normies are playing video games, normies don't care about the prestige of cosmetics. They just want to look cool. And the truth is, there are way more normies than there are people that want to grind all day. It's just what makes sense. It's unfortunate, but it is true. Oh god, I could watch this one. Takes. Yeah, fuck it. Let's look at this and then we'll play some Valheim.
When real next-gen games come out.
Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Yep. Here we go. Watch Boondocks. Yeah, I got one of them recommended to me, and I watched a couple of them. That shit was so fucking funny, man. I used to love that show. It's round 2? Yeah. Here we go.
You'll be a footnote in a couple of months. Nobody will even talk about this game. Ever even mention it when we talk about the greats of this generation. No game of the year, no real champion, just bare minimum.
This is not a good game. It is not a 10 out of 10. No way is it anywhere near game of the year.
Game of the year winner is Elden Ring.
That's what I thought. Oh my god. That's what I thought. Fucking audio.
This is the Act Man.
He 100% did that on purpose.
Today, you smell what the Act Man's cooking? It's more terrible gaming hot takes. Oh, you ever take a fat dump on your steak before throwing it on the grill?
Yeah.
That's what it smells like. So, let's jump into it, alright? What do we got today?
It's called
Remember
seasoning.
when video games had bare titties because why not? God of War used to be a series worth playing. Now Kratos has feelings.
That's kind of
Nah, man. Like, the old God of War games, I think, were great combat, but the story for the game was garbage. It was so one-dimensional. Kratos was a terrible character. I think he was a terrible character.
Remember when Kratos used to jack off after he beat every boss, and you would look at some hot porn?
Yeah.
Now this motherfucker has feelings.
No, I don't have.
Wasn't that bad? Really? You guys never played them? I did. Yeah, Kratos was angry, dude. I know. It was like a one-dimensional. It was a. Can we just admit that Kratos was one-dimensional in the old games? How am I even getting any pushback for this? I think it was a shit one-dimensional character. He was really cool. He did a bunch of cool stuff. The games were badass, but the character was pretty bad.
Feelings, because feelings are gay.
Thanks for coming. The ability isn't ready yet.
I'm your father. I will always help, as long as I am able.
God, what a pussy. Of course the dude got feelings. That's why he's doing any of the shit he's doing.
Yeah.
How do you go from this to this? It's such a downgrade in sex appeal. Game Freak needs to do better when they make the new Pokemon.
Oh, look at her fucking title. That's not wrong, bro. You guys are not happy about the fact that I said the Kratos was a one-dimensional character. I absolutely think he was. I'll repeat it. I played through some of the God of War games. I thought he was a one-dimensional, boring character. I do. I think that everything that I've seen of the new games makes them more interesting. It has been a tremendous improvement.
I can't do that yet.
Dante was as well. Yes, Dante was also kind of one-dimensional. But whenever you're 14, it doesn't matter if he's one-dimensional because you're in the same dimension that he is. So he's fucking cool.
Sometimes I hate the gaming community. It's a fucking child's game. It's a child's game starring children. There needs to be no sex appeal. Except for Cynthia and Professor Oak. I will no longer play the characters of Killjoy and Raze in Valorant due to them being homosexual. Thank you for ruining my gaming experience.
Let's be honest. This person was probably joking.
He's just like, Why did they
That
have to be
ability isn't
gay?
ready
Why
yet.
are you gay?
Why did they have to like vagina instead of penis? Remember when we could just talk about video games and we talked about why they were bad or why they were...
Yeah, it's like the video game is good or bad because of like the levels and like the character progression, and you know, he didn't like the story in the game, and you know, it had like this weird thing in the last level where you couldn't beat the boss. Nah, bro, it's about if they're gay or not.
We're good. Can we just go back to that?
Yeah.
Please?
If only.
If this was a Netflix show, Kratos' son would be gay and Kratos Afro-American. But since it's Amazon, I think the casting will be good, but the plot will be very disappointing. Boy, do I have news for you about who plays Kratos. Fucking...
Yeah, and I don't know, but I think if they did a series, I would want Christopher Judge to play Kratos. 100%. Like, I don't care. He's like, oh, it's a different race. It doesn't matter. That's Kratos. That's it.
Got him. Gamers be like, we need to reduce crunch in development and complain when devs do something that reduces their workload. People who complain about crunch are just insane.
No, gamers don't give a fuck about crunch and game development. They just care about the game, man. That's it.
Who hate on The Last of Us Part 2. That's gotta be that's the most obvious troll I've ever seen. Someone sent me this image up. My love for Blizzard games outweighs my dislike of
sexual harassment.
And the sound of... The other thing is, I don't know anyone personally that was harmed, so I couldn't care any less. I also pre-ordered those games before any of this came to light.
I don't know why people always have to find like these justifications for everything. I hate people that do justifications. It's so exhausting. It's like so mentally fucking, I don't know what's the word for this. It's like mentally indulgent. It's so annoying. Just say you want to play the game. Just play the fucking game. We don't need to hear about why. Just play the game, idiot.
Where to begin? I don't know who on God's green earth could have written this, but they clearly wrote it to justify whatever purchases or time they spent playing
play
Blizzard
the fucking
games.
game.
Like, you don't have to justify it. Just
Yes.
because some bad shit happened doesn't mean you are morally reprehensible for playing a game. It's up to you
That's
if you want to
insane.
boycott the company or not. I respect it either way. But like, you don't have to justify that by saying, well, I don't know anyone who was sexually assaulted at Blizzard, so...
I think that makes it worse.
Fuck them. What?
Yeah.
What? Elden Ring's Millennia embodies from software's
No, we saw
problems
this
with
one.
Women.
Yep.
Knock knock. Who's there? Polygon. Polygon who? Poly gonna give you another bad article to read? Why do FromSoft games always bring out like the worst opinions in everything? So it talks about
Because people get tired of getting killed by a boss, and then they write an article about it. Like, this guy got stuck in, you know, like that Ice Valley of the Giants area, or with like those invisible fucking, those like invisible assassin guys. He gets camped by them a few times, and then there's the article right there. That's how it happens. I'll tell you right now.
about Millennia, Blade of Mikola. This enigmatic warrior captured the audience from the moment she appeared, and she featured prominently in the rest of the game's marketing. But instead of becoming an
look at the weapon he's using.
Uncontested favorite, she frustrated fans and revealed the limitations of From Software's imagination.
Everybody loved her.
This is a critique I have never once heard before. I mean, I've heard people complain that Millennia is a hard fight, maybe too hard for some. Definitely
It's a
not
gimmick
me.
fight.
But I've never heard someone describe it as unimaginative. It's such a legendary, iconic boss fight of the game.
Yeah.
Like, they made a
Yeah.
freaking statue of her. Millennia exemplifies the
Do I
way
have the statue of
FromSoft
her? I
writes
think I
women
do.
in its
Yeah, I do.
games. Whether bosses
It's
or
over there.
NPCs you meet in the wild, these women have a shared condition. They exist in tragically declined worlds, so like every character in From Software games, sharing a specific brokenness, disfigurement, abandonment.
Not
and
like General Radon, who's cursed to have super AIDS for the rest of his life. No, he's totally fine.
loss. So like every character in From Software games, they are afflicted by gender? Afflicted by gender. And the cure for when they are obstacles instead of mutely helpful is for the player to enact succinct violence. What the fuck is that sentence? He killed a bad guy.
I swear to God, that article was written by an AI. It had to have been.
Bad guy could be a dude, could be a dude melded together with a dragon. Bad guy could be a giant knight.
Yep.
That giant knight could be a chick, it could be a dude. You killed a bad guy. The broader gaming community usually reacts harshly towards female characters.
Yeah.
I think just the dumb parts of the gaming community, or maybe you could change this to say that the broader gaming community usually reacts harshly to poorly written characters. But then
Well, I think that people don't like seeing... They don't like seeing like a character be changed into a female character. They don't want to see the game existing around the necessity of a female character to exist. They don't want to see their game that's like it grows around that problem or that reality that like, oh, there's a female character, we need to have a female character in the game, so everything else has to bend around that.
Again, some people also call female protagonists woke, which is also dumb. But that's like two sides of the same stupidity spectrum. It's like gamers don't like female characters, and having a female character is woke. It's like they're both equally dumb, which makes the Soulsborne community's embrace of female characters feel positive on the surface, when that attraction feels based on that empty emotional state or reduces them
There's a part of me that thinks that this article might have actually been written by like Actman or one of these other like guys on YouTube that make gaming like content and like criticism and like commentary. And they wrote the article so they can dunk on themselves because they know it'll be good content. It's actually like a complete false flag.
Infantilized waifus, you realize that hostility and that fondness spring from the same deep sexist roots, twins intertwined. Okay, so a lot to unpack here. What I will say is the article's very well written. It has big words. I'm not saying it's good or I agree, but, you know, homie's been reading a thesaurus. But like, how From Software writes women. I mean, Firekeepers, yeah, they're kind of similar, but you can make that point. But they're all like...
I mean, isn't like the guy that you talk to in Dark Souls 3... Like, isn't he like... Like pretty much dead to make boss souls? I mean, that guy's like... Bro, you look at that guy's not healthy. There's something wrong.
Motherly figures to represent the comfort of the hub zones, which are typically an escape or refuge from the harsh environments outside. Ah! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Get got.
What? Yeah, it helps to have someone like mother you and cradle you. I'm not sure what the point is or why Millennia Blade of Mikola is used as an example. This article comes across like a kid fresh out of college who's trying to prove themselves with what they think are mind-blowing assertions, but it's really just a bunch of dumb shit. From Software's female characters who deviate from this quiet, doll-like appearance are still written with a lack of emotionality, which feels close to masculine stoicism.
Women cannot be stoic. Because if you have women that are stoic, that's sexist. Oh my god.
Okay, so
some
we
of
can't
these
have
people
strong female protagonists because that's too masculine.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? What? Why am I reading this? Soulsborne games are infamous for challenging their audiences and over the years have attracted a particular kind of player base.
Yeah.
Often men. What are you even upset about?
Yeah, because that's definitely not a good thing.
What are you butthurt about? I don't get it. Millennia's boss fight is punishingly difficult, and the audience's hostility and competitive attitudes about it are often steeped in gendered toxicity.
Does pussy really use a summon? No way, right? Like, this wasn't the kill. This is like a second playthrough. No way he used a summon. He sure did. Are you fucking kidding me? He used the Halabardo? Oh no, he's not using it now. He changed his weapons. Look at the death count. Crippling depression. I mean, I had like 75. I was fucking furious fighting this boss.
Toxicity. How? Numerous Reddit posts, YouTube videos, and tweets talk about players' failures or successes while littered with sexist slurs. And one of these links goes to a search result on Twitter for millennia, bitch. What is the... How can you be so good with words yet so dumb? People also fell back into the usual community discourse about which methods of beating her were more valid and which ones made you a pussy.
That's nothing new.
Success over her took on a weird masculinized chest beating at times. I beat Millennia, no summons. No.
Wait, that's literally what I, oh fuck, that's what I literally, oh god, oh fuck. Oh. Shit!
Me have the biggest penis.
Oh god. Oh. Oh, fuck.
Women suck. Is that what you think we are? Is that what you think we're doing? When faced with a difficult, defiant woman who has never been beaten, men cannot help but fantasize about being the one to take her down. Or maybe someone just wants to beat the hard boss.
Beat the boss.
Because it's a hard boss. Yeah. Why is it men? Women can like these games too, you jack off. Women continue to populate the path as either passive helpmeets or predictable obstacles.
I'm hoping I can get Emeru to play Dark Souls again. I'm gonna farm her out for content, watching her play that game for like, I mean, honestly, at this rate, it's gonna be a month. There's Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. It's gonna be a while.
The fan base is all too happy to step over. I feel like every single complaint this person has or point they're trying to make could be applied to men as well. They either help you or they don't.
Yeah.
Speaking of Elden Ring, it recently won Game of the Year.
No.
And you know who wasn't too thrilled about that?
Hey, yo, so the Game Awards...
He's back! He's back!
...just ended, and Elden Ring took Game of the Year, and...
You can see it in his face. He is still so salty about it.
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know how a game that didn't have any memorable characters that anybody could bond with...
Someone must extinguish thy flame. I command thee. You are maidenless.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
The only thing this game had was difficulty, and if you add an easy mode, half the player base would disappear, but okay, whatever, yeah, that's Game of the Year.
Oh my god, dude,
He's still there. He will take this to his grave. There will never be a time like that Quantum is like, actually, you know what? I bet if Quantum TV legitimately made a Kickstarter for like, if I can raise $10,000, I will play Elden Ring on stream live until I beat it. I think that he would hit that goal in an hour.
So butthurt. Why are you so butthurt about it?
The further we get down the years, it's just not going to be what people are expecting. It's not going to continue that same energy, bro. But hey,
you made this prediction like 10 months ago when it came out, and you were wrong as shit, dog. You were so wrong.
No Game of the Year, no real champion, just bare minimum. When real next-gen games come out, you'll be a footnote in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Nobody will even talk about this game, ever even mention it when we talk about the greats of this generation.
Elden Ring!
Think about it like this. The Bill Clinton kid is more well known now than Quantum. That was the power of Elden Ring.
That is a fact.
Yep.
The next generation cycle is said and done. Don't forget it, and remember I said it on this day.
I'll take things that aged poorly for 500.
Let's see what happens in 2023. How many of these Souls players will still be playing that game? Probably fucking zero, but okay, let's play the game.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna play the game anymore. It's over, just like every other one.
Yeah, it was Game of the Year this year, but what about 2023, huh?
Yeah, see, it's not gonna win Game of the Year 2 years in a row, so I mean, was it really Game of the Year at all if it can't win 2 times? Yeah, I didn't think so. Checkmate, Souls losers.
What about next year? Is it gonna be Game of the Year then?
And you know what?
Oh my
Take
God.
your victory laps, have your fun.
Take your victory laps, baby. We got the W.
Yeah.
We got it. Look at that. That's the freshest dub ever.
Whatever, Elden Ring Game of the Year, but we all know what happened, man. It ain't really a Game of the Year.
It ain't really.
Yeah, it's... You know, if this is Quantum, if this was Quantum on Facebook, Quantum would be like, yeah, it didn't win Game of the Year in the same way Biden didn't win the election. Guaranteed. I promise you that, like, privately or, like, on his own, that's exactly what he would have compared it to.
Game of the Year. It was, but it ain't really.
Yeah,
Nobody's
but, like,
gonna be playing that game. Bro, the game has already lost traction. It's already losing players.
Well, at least you stopped telling people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Let's hear more of Mr. TV's reactions to the Game Awards.
Now, as far as Game Awards and all that other stuff, I've had a lot of fun trolling a lot of the Elden Ring players. I think for me, it's been a very fun experience. I would say.
Has it?
You guys really sound like abuse victims, right?
It has been pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't fun for a bit, but it is now.
The biggest thing is just how easily they offend. They kind of make it easy to farm them for views, and I can say that shamelessly because they shamelessly attack other people that don't want to play the trial and error simulator that is their Game of the Year. Which is fantastic, but it kind of leads me into, like, the Game Awards kind of was rigged.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
everybody knows that it's rigged. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Could possibly be the biggest rigging in history, some people are saying.
Not enough.
Oh no, the true winner was
my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
It was either going to be Dad of War or Elden Ring, because those are the two most popular games right now.
Of course.
And the thing that held Dad of War back is it just didn't launch as early as Elden Ring to move as many units, pick up as much press.
I think it's the opposite. I think God of War was seen even better because of recency bias.
Or whatever, and
wasn't God of War Ragnarok like one of the fastest selling PlayStation games ever made? Yeah, it was.
I was pretty much like, yo, this game kind of sucks, I fucking hate it kind of thing. And then I saw the response that I was getting on my initial review. A lot of the people that were attacking were a lot of the socially awkward weirdos.
Look at all these...
Which, I mean, to be fair, this is a rare, like, lowercase w for Quantum. Because there are a lot of people that are, like, video game Souls fans that treat it like it is their entire personality, and any criticism for the game is immediate garbage, and anybody who doesn't like these games is just a loser, and if you can't beat them, you're a loser, etc., right? I mean, the Souls, there is like that small group of people that play Dark Souls games that are like that, but it is a small group of people.
Socially awkward weirdos that like Elden Ring and attacking me because they don't have social skills.
They have no family, no friends, no life.
I'm never gonna like the game because I think, frankly, it would not have killed the developers to have respect for new players. Like, it takes 2 seconds to add a difficulty toggle.
It takes 2 seconds to add a difficulty toggle. You don't have to retool every encounter and just lower the numbers.
Well, you can. You just download a mod. Like, I'm sure there's mods where, like, it's like Elden Ring, but you have a bazooka, and the bazooka kills everything in one hit. There you go. Wow, I love Elden Ring.
That's it.
Somebody who has an easier life, who doesn't maybe have so much...
Or you can just play with spells. It's the same thing.
Bullshit to deal with, they're not gonna care. They're gonna be, oh gosh, you're giving me a challenge? I live a boring life. Fantastic.
My life is so boring. If only fate would come along and fuck me in the ass.
With the Elden Ring gamers that like try to troll or whatever from time to time, and from me, I am an adult, and I do have responsibilities outside of YouTube and outside of video games.
Let them know.
So people, when they hear that, they just, sometimes when they don't have those things, it's a disconnect for them. They're like, what do you mean you're busy with other stuff?
They don't understand the fact that you have to make YouTube videos and also steal content from other people that make YouTube videos so you can make your own, right? So, like, you have to, really, whenever you think about it, you have to work twice as hard. Because, like, number one, you had to steal their content. Number two, you had to make the content. So, but, like, the people you were stealing it from, they had it easy because all they had to do was make the content.
He's still basically reiterating the, if you like this game, you probably have no family, no friends, no life. He's still saying the same shit, dude.
So I think that's the first problem. The second problem with Elden Ring, I think, is the graphics.
Oh, shit. I swear to God, I bet if he had a fundraiser, and if he had done this fundraiser whenever this drama was fresh, any number, like, unless it's like he would probably be able to raise $100,000 if he would promise that, like, you know, there was $100,000 prize waiting for him if he was able to complete Elden Ring with no, like, bugs or, like, no glitches or anything live on stream consecutively.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
The graphics are dog shit.
True.
The graphics are dog shit.
It's worse.
The graphics are dog shit.
In the beginning, like, when I first started Elden Ring and I was playing it, and I was like, man, this game kind of sucks. And then once I saw this bunch of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds, like, oh, get good, scrub. I was like,
25,
oh, okay,
I appreciate
see
that,
what
thanks.
This is a bunch of kids living with their parents. This is what they do to challenge themselves outside of taking out the trash.
Bro just can't stop. Just stop throwing shade.
Stop it.
You guys will see. It'll be very fun for me next year. More TVs. You guys helped us fund Quantum TV by literally just trolling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this video about the Game Awards or how much money you make?
Everybody who has been coming
Makes
on
dozens
and
of
been
money.
ratioing, it's like, you've really done nothing but, like, literally just put money in my pocket, bro. Like, all day.
I can't watch anymore.
When GTA 6 was announced and they said they were going to have a female protagonist, again, people just kind of like lost their shit for no reason. You know, this is kind of where I draw the line and start saying that Rockstar, the Rockstar Games, out of all companies, is going to start being woke. So this will...
I think that it's kind of cringe for them to take out the bad jokes, but I don't think it's cringe for them to have a female protagonist.
Be GTA 6, the woke edition. Bro, game's
you
not
gotta
even
have the
out.
jokes.
It's got a woman in it. How is that woke? Now, if they start saying we're trying to be more politically correct in GTA 6, then maybe we can start going down that woke route.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, I would be shocked if Rockstar, of all companies, went woke. Or if they were like, nope, you can't kill hookers anymore. Can't kill women. You know, it's
You can only kill men.
Rockstar Games have always pushed the boundaries. They do whatever they want and they get away with it, and they always have and they always will. Female protag, hard pass. Sorry, the woke crowd ruined it by shoving it down our throats for the past few years. Bye.
I think that's what happens with a lot of people is like they're so tired of having like some sort of agenda pushed on them that they are just like so reflexively negative towards stuff like this. They've become as one-dimensional and boring as the people that are trying to make people do it in the first place.
Okay, it's like, yeah, you can make fun of woke stuff. It does get annoying and tiresome, but that fucking Millennia article is kind of right sometimes. Like dumbasses just don't like female protagonists for whatever reason. I don't get it. Dude, calling everything sexist is just as cringe as calling everything woke.
Yeah.
Can we agree on
That's
that?
exactly
Like,
what I just said.
Can we at least try to have some, like, reasonable common sense?
No.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet criticism makes money.
There are still a large number of people that are shitting on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and the Nintendo Switch in general. Yeah, I know, believe it or not, pretty crazy that they're milking the hell out of shitting on Nintendo. But hey, content's content.
Content's content. Yeah, it's YouTube, man. Something bad? Hey, look, that thing's bad. Here's my video on it. Something's awesome? Hey, that thing's awesome. Here's my video on it. Yeah, we make videos.
These
Imagine
experts, these social media influencers, these YouTubers, they have no merit. They have no ground.
No merit, no ground. I showed the gameplay of Scarlet and Violet. I think it speaks for itself. That's my merit. I've played Pokemon since Red and Blue, literally since the 90s.
There are people who
I had
have
Blue.
gone out and played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet after knowing it was a massive glitchy mess, knowingly paid $60 for this game, and then turned around and spent hours on a review just to shit on it. They weren't sent a pre-copy, they weren't sent a copy ahead of time.
People that get pre-copies don't shit on games like that. What? So you're upset that people are making bad reviews of a game like a month or two after it came out? Well,
I love how people gatekeep being able to do a review of a game. As if somebody that plays the game, and a lot of people, this guy gives a review, and everybody else is like, yeah. And this is somehow, like, not relevant or not reasonable? Like, what do you mean?
genius. Not everybody shits out a video in one day, okay? Sometimes it takes time. Maybe I don't want to play the game right away. Maybe a buddy convinces me.
They weren't sent a free copy. They weren't sent a copy ahead of time. They didn't buy the game, play it day one, and make a review, and it was out within the first week.
What does the timing have to do with anything? Of course people are going to be negative. It's like it's the internet.
These are individuals who will literally go out and buy the games just to make content on it because it's trendy.
Why is it?
That is exactly right. Whenever I started playing Diablo Immortal, I hoped that it would be good, but I expected it to be bad. That's exactly right. Yes, and like, I will go into a lot of games, and I will pretty much expect, oh, this is going to be shit. Like, I remember I played Tower of Fantasy, and I was like, this is going to be a shit game, and a lot of things were shit, but there were other good things in the game as well. And there have been a couple of other ones that I played it for a little while. This is awful. I'm done. Absolutely.
Trendy. Is it because the game looks like this? Because that might be a good reason.
When they do these videos on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch and just shit all over it, so, oh, it's so underpowered, it's so garbage, it's so junk. It makes me think to myself, well, now, you know, this isn't a day one thing, so why?
Remember, fellas, you can only criticize a game if you played it day one and reviewed it in one day.
I think that it's true that there are some people that review games way prematurely. You know, this is like somebody, okay, Elden Ring is out, and here's our full review. I just got done killing Godric in Stormvale Castle, and I think this game is great. But it does lack a lot of depth. There's not that many bosses in it. It's like, okay, settle down. People should play a game entirely before they review it.
Hey, bro, it's like I bought the game, I didn't play it for a bit, and then I played it, and then I was like, oh, this is really bad.
Did you finish
So I made a video on it. It ain't.
No, I think that if people bounce off of a game and they play it, like, for example, like a game having a lot of bugs, like Cyberpunk, that's not something you need to take a week to figure out. You find that out immediately. You know, these are face value problems.
That deep.
What do you gain by spending $60 on a game a month later after the game is released? Will you gain views? You gain content. Why would you make a video, a review? Why would you give a company $60 of your hard-earned money? Why would you spend $250 to $300?
Is this guy is he just now learning about how reviews work? I think this is a first time for him. He might not know about this. Yeah.
On a game console, when you know, one, it's extremely unfair.
Why would I spend money on a game console? Because
it's where the games are.
Because I bought it 5 years ago.
You've had plenty of time in advance to know about the exact product you're purchasing. You still do it all. You do all of it, and then turn around and spend hours on a review just to shit all over it.
Why did I spend money on a game to review it? Because I'm not gonna steal it. Well, folks, it's been an interesting year, hasn't it? We've seen a lot of great video games and a lot of bad hot takes. That's about all I can handle right now. I'm gonna go get some bleach and pour it into my eyes now. So thank you all for watching.
I love
Hope you enjoyed
watching
the,
the gaming hot takes. I think they're hilarious.
For more awesome content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace.
I love this. This was such a great video. I had so much fun on this. Yeah, I hope he does more of these. These are my favorite. Just like listening to people shovel their shit out and then everybody gets to talk about it. Yeah, and I want to play Elden Ring or Hades, so you should. They're good games, man. Like, that's what it is. Yeah, Actman is goated. Yeah, he is. Actman is fucking amazing. He went through the ringer this last year, so make sure to give him some support, man. This guy is great. We love the Actman. He's even been on my stream before. Hades is goated. It is. There are a lot of games that are now. Hades was annoying, so I stopped. I can see why, but I think it's worth picking up again and playing if you can stand it. Have you seen any of the new Elden Ring ray tracing retexture content? No, I haven't. You'd have to link it to me and I can take a look at it. Why is he assuming the game I bought and reviewed a minute later does not realize people buy the game and then review in a good time? Well, I think there are also people like that, I think what he's really saying is that, like, oh, well, if you review a game right after you buy it, you haven't played it enough to know that it's bad. But I actually think a first impressions of a game matters just as much as the review does. Because a lot of people, if the first impression of the game is bad, the review will never be relevant to them because they won't get that far. They're just gonna play the game. They're like, this sucks, and then that's it. They're done. Yeah, why does somebody want to sit through, oh, well, if you play the game for 20 hours, or after you get through the first 3 missions, it's better. Well, nobody wants to sit through and do 3 missions that are bad to play the rest of the game. So, if the first of the game is bad, the whole game is bad. That's just the way things go. You gotta play a game for 10 hours before the game is fun. It's a bad game. It is. I'll link the video one more time.
Great.
Yeah. I think the most egregious example of this were all of the people that were giving these like glowing 9 or 8.5 or 9.5 reviews to New World, and all of their screenshots of playing the game was in First Light or in Windsward. You leveled up to level 17. You're level 23. You didn't even do the first dungeon. Like, what are you talking about? That was so annoying. I hate that stuff. The guys that are fishing. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I spent 7 of the 8 hours I played this game, I just did fishing, man. That was really fun. Oh, the game? Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say it's about a 9. And that was about it. Holy shit, man. That made me so annoyed. Yeah, if Quantum first review was like that, I am not entirely sure if Quantum ever even played Elden Ring. Do you remember that one guy that made a video and he was talking about how bad Elden Ring was? And he said, I don't even need to know that, I don't even need to play it to know that it's bad. Like, it's just, this is a bad game. Everybody knows it's a bad game. So why do I have to play it just to know it's bad? Does Quantum? No, that was somebody else too. Yeah, I think there were 2 people. Pre-release early reviews are garbage. Pay for it. The problem with pre-release early reviews is this. It's because the people that are getting the pre-release early reviews, those people are, they're benefiting from something, a privilege. And whenever you have somebody who is benefiting from privilege, that person is going to be biased. That's the way, oh shit, I messed this up. Damn it. I think I pulled this out. Give me a second. Test. Oh no, I'm fine. Okay, yeah, I fucked something. Okay, audio is good, right? I pulled my headset cord a little bit too much. Yeah, okay, alright. Sorry about that. Access journalism. Yes, it is access journalism. So yeah, you have all these people, and it's like, yeah, 100% they're gonna try to, play it off in a good way, because the company is giving them benefits for playing the game. Or they're getting unique benefits because of that. And it's unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. But I think that's just the way things go. All right, boys, are we ready? Are we fucking ready? Big drama. Yep, big drama, big drama.
Hi, everyone. I'm the act attorney here. What a pleasure it is to meet all of you today.
Oh, God.
I am so thrilled and excited. Today, we're going to be talking about copyright abuse and why filing false copyright takeouts is considered perjury, which is a crime under U.S. law, section 512F. Of the DMs.
Whoa, he's not gonna have to worry about that because I think he's got a pretty strong defense of an insanity plea. Yeah, he could just make an insanity plea, and I'm pretty sure the judge is gonna give it to him.
CA, how's that for an intro? Never gonna be doing something like that again.
You guys literally sound like
abuse victims, right?
Oh.
So I would say this game is for somebody. They have no family, no friends,
there it is.
No life.
There it is.
I'm not sorry. I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people. The players are losers.
Damn.
You want to literally just start rolling with all these claims and accusations, literally living up to every gamer stereotype that you could possibly imagine.
There it is.
And you want to literally prove my point by being that literally loser. You're literally like a shut-in loser that like does this. And these people are literally like, bro, like they are literally scumbags. They like literally the textbook definition of like a bad human being. Like, you want to sit there and you want to act like I'm some bad human being, you can get bent, dude. Look at you.
There it is.
Literally look at what you're doing.
I feel bad because, like, at the beginning, the first video about this, I tried to see his point of view. I tried to be a gracious person. And you remember this, whenever I watched it, I'm like, this guy's got a lot of people harassing him. You know, he's in a bad state of mind. He's upset. And I think that that's fair. You know, he was upset. I tried. I literally tried to help him. Or not help him, but like I tried to see his point of view.
Don't cry for me. I'm already dead.
Maybe that's why you don't have a ring on your finger. Maybe that's why your kids aren't around you. Because maybe there's something wrong with you. At the end of the day, go kill yourself. Because maybe there's something wrong with you.
The game that's not for everyone isn't the game that should be made.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong
Well,
with
what
you.
if it's for Satan?
Something wrong with you.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Literally, look at what you're doing. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm recording this after the fact just to give a fair warning. A lot of the stuff I'll be showing and reading in this video is pretty offensive. None of it comes from me. Trust me, it all has a point. So, here we are.
Here we go.
You take the blue pill, click off this video, go to bed,
We're
wake up,
red-pilled. We're
everything's
red-pilled
the
in
same.
this chat, boys.
You take the red pill, and I show you just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Court is now in session. A false copyright strike and takedown
That's a nice
request
suit.
Was recently filed against my channel. Take a guess by who? Nat Haas.
Oh.
Nope. Derek Savage.
Nope.
Quantum TV.
You guys want to have your fun with Quantum TV? Have your fun at this point. I mean, I'm kind of amused by this. I'm not gonna lie.
So you think it's funny?
The star of my Elden Ring hot takes video. If you haven't watched
Did he
it,
put
it'll be
gel
linked
in his
in the
hair?
description. That video is going to remain public, and it will remain public forever.
So since, what is his name here? The Act Man? Never heard of you, and we're going to go over your
I love how he tries to pull the who card on him whenever he's got over 1 million subscribers. Like, imagine somebody that has, like, I don't know how many subs this guy has, like 88K subs. Like, he tries to pull the who card on a 1 million plus content creator.
Called Hot Takes,
my God.
which contains a lot of stolen footage, and which, by the way, I'll look into my options around getting that taken down.
Any further attempts to falsely copyright strike my channel will be met with a counter lawsuit in which I will clean you out.
When you start talking fair use, you are opening a legal battle because you're telling the copyright owner, fuck you, I can do what I want.
True.
Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want.
I've also been updating fans curious
my
about
God.
this because it is a big deal. But follow me on Twitter. I've been posting stuff and details there. This has gotten so far out of control, I have no choice but to unleash my true power as the act attorney. And although I have no legal authority as a lawyer, that's the end of that sentence. If you're curious about how copyright enforcement works on YouTube, Mudahar made a great video summing up the ramifications and what is actually at stake.
Again, once you file this claim, somebody else can counterclaim you, and then it becomes a legal issue. If it turns out that you're actually abusing this for your own benefit, just to hide criticism, and you've actually taken down legally fair use content, this bites you on your ass.
Yeah, you can literally lose your account for this. It is like, not only is it illegal because it's a legal proceeding. Like, I don't know if they can get him for perjury on this or not. I'm pretty sure they can't. But I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer either. But they can ban his ass for sure. Move cam a bit. He put stuff on the bottom left. Okay, yeah. Let me put it up at the top. Here we go.
This is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The law, okay? That includes fair use dealings, fair use law. If you were to take this video to a fucking courtroom, the judge would say this is fair use, okay? Even though fair use is a gray area.
You know, normally reacting or commentating on someone else's video as part of a critique falls under fair use.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, pretty much everyone on this platform understands that. Because if we didn't, then we would just be taking down.
Well, they don't understand that. The thing is, people use DMCA and they use fair use in order to shut down criticism that they disagree with. Like, this is something that's happened for years now. And like, content creators have tried to shut down content, like creators or other videos because of fair use and stuff like this.
people's videos that we don't like all the time. And so, while editing the Hot Takes video, I made sure to edit as much of the original Quantum TV clips as I could.
Why I am very confident that what you guys do and your takedown journalism of other YouTubers and other creators is not only not fair use, but it's YouTube's textbook definition of cyberbullying and harassment.
Objection! What I posted was fair use. And YouTube agrees with me, which is why they rejected the copyright takedown. Now keep in mind, in this legal document, not only is it false, but he didn't even bother to fill it out properly. The link to his video is missing, and he wrote the wrong title for the videos he was claiming. I have the
Elden Ring review. I need to report an Elden Ring review. Which one? It's the one that's the review. I need to report it. Well, where's the problem? It's in the video. Duh.
Original titles here. I will put them on screen. If you send a DMCA takedown notice that is both false and meant in bad faith, such as to harass or doesn't state a real claim, you have committed perjury. Take that! You posted these to YouTube. You can't file false claims and lie in the claim, you absolute moron. You can't.
Well, see here, this is what happens, right? Is that this is your brain on Satanism, okay? Like, this is your brain. He's thinking about Satan all the fucking time. He's not thinking about the law. He's thinking about the Bible. Like, that's what it is. That's the way it goes.
You can't beat the Act Attorney, man. I played all the Ace Attorney games. I played them all. In my last video, I said this. It's like a rabbit hole we don't even want to go down. Unfortunately, now we have to.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Some people might ask, well, why are you making this video? Why are you giving him exposure? I understand your concerns, but this affects the entire YouTube platform. By the way, he's not gaining much of a following or viewership from all of this controversy. And my end goal is the termination of his YouTube channel for routinely abusing copyright, violating terms.
That's true. I mean, like, honestly, he's right. I need to take a piss, guys. I'll be right back. Like, no, it's true. Like, he should get his shit deleted for that. Like, if you post some bullshit that's not real, like, you should get in trouble. Absolutely. I'll be right back. I had to get my breakfast. I got Peeps, and I got Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. This be good. Wash your hand. Why the fuck I wash my hands? I gotta clean this. Why the fuck I do that? See, this is the problem with this fucking copyright shit. Is the fact that, like, so he's really what he should have reported Actman for was for bullying, because that's really what he's upset about. He's not upset about the fact that he's using his content. He's upset about the fact that Actman is saying things that are negative about him. So you can report them for bullying, and then YouTube makes a decision on that. Because there's a harassment policy on YouTube. And so, like, that's why, like, Leafy got banned. Other people gotten banned for harassment, other bullshit like that before. Yeah, it's already happened. But, like, he's using the copyright strike because it's a better option. That's what the issue is. He didn't even bully him? I didn't say he did. I'm saying that, like, that's the path he should have gone down.
Terms of service and the YouTube community guidelines. All of this that is outlined, I'm going to show you evidence of how Quantum TV has violated all of it. But let's start at the beginning.
Amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief. And there are all these people saying that I falsely attacked some young kid. Everybody loves to put his age out. The moment I mention it, why are you so obsessed with his age? I don't care, he's a minor. Leave it alone.
For some reason, he's really obsessed with the age of Mischief.
Like, nobody gives a shit about his age. He's being a piece of garbage. People like Mischief, who apparently is a young child. Maybe Mischief's mother might want to get in on this. What? All the negative press you've seen on me is because I reviewed a game once, didn't like it. Some 16-year-old kid picked it up. This is said 16-year-old. 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid from the UK. Mischief, the 16-year-old kid. You're not some young 16-year-old kid on the internet. It was a 16-year-old kid. This kid. He's a 16-year-old. There's a 16-year-old kid. Some 16-year-old kid.
Bro, like, you're like 24. You're like 24, 28 or something like that. How old are you? How old are you? Like, it's like he's like 35, like 30? He was like, he's 35. Like, goddamn, bro. Like, oh my God.
Mischief is the chief orchestrator behind this entire thing. This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running to every YouTuber he can. And again, it's always orchestrated by this one little shit. He is whining and lying to everyone he can. I mean,
so in his own fan fiction, this guy's getting finessed and outplayed by a 16-year-old.
I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I swear to God, even with this motherfucker right
All
now.
of this started because of some 16-year-old kid. This one
sad.
little shit, Mischief.
And the thing that really gets me the most annoyed is it all started with Mischief.
Like, nobody gives a shit about his age.
Quantum TV is right. This all started with Mischief. He uploaded a video critiquing Quantum's first review of Elden Ring. The man was not pleased.
Quantum TV is the exact type of channel which makes you consistently have to sit back and ponder the question, what the actual fuck is wrong with this man? Even though he himself is more than happy to poor shame people in now deleted replies to my community post. I want to clear up one or two things regarding why I myself took down the video initially. First of all, at the time I simply said to myself, fuck this, I'll deal with it later, and so took it down.
So Mischief took his video down because he didn't want to deal with that, and Quantum celebrated his victory.
That's what a lot of content creators do. Is that a lot of people, as soon as you start to try to like copyright strike them or any bullshit, they will just be like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck you want. Just leave me the fuck alone. Right? And like that, I think that's what most, because people just don't want to, like, they have limited time in their day, and it's like, how much of their time do they want to invest on you? Are you that important to them? For most of them, you're not. And so they're like, all right, sounds good, see ya.
Tracked his claim.
You steal videos and you lie through your fucking teeth. This guy is going around to every YouTuber he can fucking find saying, he's saying I'm violating YouTube terms of service and he's bullying me. He's playing the fucking victim. Let me put this on the screen for every motherfucker right now that needs to see this shit. This little turd literally pulled his own video. It was
Yeah, because he probably doesn't want to get a fucking copyright strike.
But the damage and...
I can't believe this pussy pulled his video after I told him to pull his video and threatened legal action against him. I can't believe that. Wow, what an idiot.
Intent was made apparent to the rest of us, because we all understand the gravity of using copyright against other content creators.
Yeah.
This is something that will naturally draw people's attention, especially if it is being abused.
This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running to every YouTuber he can.
Well, it's also because, like, if somebody, like, copyright strikes, this can delete your fucking YouTube channel. Like, this is a yeet and delete for the YouTube channel. So, like, of course people take this extremely seriously because you are directly threatening their channel. It's like it's their job in some cases, and they're gonna get banned for this. Holy fuck.
Action! Mr. TV, I'm afraid I must expose your ignorance. For you see, Mischief never orchestrated any attack against you. Take a look at this screenshot. Would you kindly take a look at this screenshot? I wouldn't recommend making a video on that Quantum guy.
Yep. You didn't want to deal with
Mr.
it.
TV, care to explain how Mischief could be orchestrating a cyberbullying campaign against you at the same time he's telling the rest of us not to go after you? Because I would love to hear an explanation. Or do I smell a contradiction? You're only blaming Mischief for all of this because he made the first video. This has all been a facade to silence criticism about you. You haven't.
Of course it is, and everybody knows it. The thing is, like, if you want to go on that, report the channel for bullying or harassment. I'm not even saying Quantum has every right to report for bullying or harassment. He does. And like, it doesn't mean that he's right, but it means that he is within his rights to do that. And he does. And YouTube is within their rights to laugh at him and throw it into the garbage. However, that's what he can do. But you are not in your rights to fucking file a copyright strike. That is what the difference is.
Backwards. Mischief didn't reach out to me. I reached out to him. As you can see in these DMs here. Make no mistake, Quantum, your takes were so bad. They were the worst I've ever seen. But you are the only one responsible for escalating this situation.
Yeah.
You used your platform, your standing to routinely harass Mischief.
I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I swear to God, I can't even with this motherfucker right now.
Right, I'm the bad.
Why? Like, what is this? This is such a big deal. Like, it's like, I think that, you know why he's really mad? He's mad. I think this is a person who's upset because he's not being seen as the winner. I think that's what it is. He's angry because somebody else is coming out ahead.
Guy here for telling some small punk that wants to steal from other people and just shit on them. Just absolutely shit on
Yeah, it's
them.
got nothing to do with
stealing
anything.
is you because you're stealing everyone's fucking intelligence.
The fact that
Well, it's also he's making a video about Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a copyrighted, it's a copyrighted game. Like, it's a copyrighted game. He doesn't have express permission to do that. Like, to profit off of it in that way. Like, it's like, it's so, like, people don't, like, again, and see, Actman, what he's doing here is he's using, you know, he is a fire Pokemon going up against Brock using Onyx. And let me tell you, from somebody who fucking started with Charmander, it's a bad time. Because use fire abilities doesn't work on rock Pokemon. They just sit there like, oh, like you can't reason. It's like, obviously, like Quantum's arguments immediately fall apart to the extent that you apply even the smallest level of critical thinking to them, which is why they will never affect him, because he's not going to use that. It's like what meme? Oh, well, this sign doesn't apply to me. I can't read. Problem solved.
Mischief was 16, 17, just made it shittier because he's young. Because someone like that could easily be manipulated by someone like you. But that's a smart kid, man. I mean, he's only 16 years old and you couldn't get the best of him?
And a lot of these smaller channels, 200 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, that tier of lower YouTuber, amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief.
You know,
that tier of lower YouTuber, you know, not in the high echelons of 60,000 subscribers. I don't know how many YouTube channels I have on YouTube that have over 60,000 subscribers. Probably like 10, and I'm not even kidding. Like, it's like there are so many of these channels that just pop up, Asmongold Takes, and it's got, you know, fucking 70,000, 80,000 subs randomly. Right? It's not even a big deal. It's really not. You don't even get a plaque for that. You don't even get a plaque. You don't even get a plaque till 100K. Shut up. Yeah, Ego Andy, I hate YouTubers like that. Yeah, I know, it's awful, man. It's just, it's so fucking cringe, man.
It is a great idea, Quantum. For once we agree on something, everybody go subscribe to Mischief. Let's get him to more subscribers than Quantum TV.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And the thing is, like, I also want to say, like, I actually think that this guy does deserve to lose his channel. I think that he does. And it has nothing to do with, like, the Satanism, gay agenda bullshit. Like, that's just stupid. But if you're using a copyright system to shut somebody down like that, in my opinion, I think that's a ban. That's a 100% ban. He's at 22K now. I'll do it at the end.
So we can see who the real lower tier YouTuber is. Wouldn't that be amazing? Subscribe to Mischief for justice. Never in your wildest dreams did you expect someone like Mischief to have a powerful ally like me. But against scum like you, I'll always try to be there to clean up the streets.
There it is.
It's funny, isn't it? The old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. While I may not like what Griffin Gaming has to say about some of my videos or my Vanguard review, who cares about any of that? This is way more important. YouTube is a platform where we should all be able to hate each other and coexist. You threaten that, Quantum.
They smack talk and smear somebody's reputation that they don't like for the moment and move on to the next person. You know who's also big for doing this? Griffin Gaming. There's so many.
That's right, bro.
For some reason, you decided to go after Griffin Gaming too for doing the same thing Mischief did. God knows how many other YouTubers you've attacked in the comment section. The pattern...
God, bro, this guy, he's just trying to, like, you know what this guy's like? It's like a level 29 mage trying to aggro all of the mobs in Scarlet Cathedral. It's like a level...
It really takes a lot to surprise me with stupidity in this day and age, because we have easy, unlimited access to the loony bin called Twitter 24 hours a day. It's like a zoo, like a little SCP containment facility for all of the dumbest and weirdest creatures that evolution and inbreeding has ever produced. And yet today, I watched a video that left me stunned by an evil imbecile. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this because it went viral earlier this week, so I'm definitely tardy to the party, but I'm just seeing it now. It's a drunk driver from Illinois. She killed 2 people and couldn't stop giggling about it and couldn't register that she wasn't going to be able to go to school the following day or get her car back. So there's body cam footage that has now just come out, even though this incident took place last year. She received 14 years for this, which I think is just not enough. I've been very vocal about my disdain for drunk drivers. I hate drunk drivers more than Garfield hates Mondays. It is a purely unforgivable act. It is selfish, dangerous, and there's no excuse for it ever. Especially in today's society where there's Uber, Lyft, a taxi, calling a friend, you can easily find transportation to get home that doesn't involve putting everyone's life at risk on the road. And this lady killed 2 people while drunk driving. Just normal, innocent people that did nothing wrong, and not only did she kill them, she couldn't stop laughing about it, just having a giggle fit like she was in a tickle fight. The body cam footage released, and it is disgusting.
That's right. Okay. I told you it's fine. I'd rather do the walking.
Okay, how are you?
Keep your head straight, just look up with your eyes.
She's reacting to a fatal accident like a child reacts to a clown at a birthday party. And she was informed that 2 people involved here died. And she truly just couldn't give less of a fuck about any of that.
Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car, and then I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled. Totaled, wrecked.
So they conducted field sobriety tests, all of which she failed because obviously she is completely hammered. They then get to this point in the video where the officer and her are in the room, and she doesn't like the silence, so she says that she's gonna start singing. So she starts flexing the golden pipes with some of the worst fucking singing you'll ever hear. It's not really singing, it's more like some kind of Gregorian chant if it was being farted out of a walkie-talkie, and she starts dancing like she's in some kind of trance. But regardless, she starts boogieing down and singing. She's treating this whole situation like she's at fucking Mardi Gras. Like it's like she's celebrating that she had just killed 2 people as if it was some kind of fucking sacrifice, and she's happy about the whole situation. It's not even that she's not registering it, she actively doesn't care, which is completely different. Yes, she is beyond drunk, clearly, but she is aware of what has happened. He has told her multiple times she understands why she's there, and just actually doesn't give a fuck.
Okay, so how do I get it to
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
You brain dead fucking worm. Obviously you're not going to school tomorrow. You just killed 2 people in a drunk driving accident. This isn't GTA where you can just reset and undo what happened here. You took 2 people's lives away because you're a fucking ridiculously stupid idiot. Like, holy shit. And the only thing that she can even process is that this might be an inconvenience to her because she has school tomorrow and she doesn't want to miss class.
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail, you don't have a bond, you killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond, you are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Can I have a Tuesday for my night class?
How this officer didn't just stand up and flip a chair over out of frustration is beyond me. Just watching this had me want to flip a table like I had just lost a game of chess and got upset about it. He just laid down all of the brass tacks here, explained the situation for the fucking 50th time already, and once again, she still only cares about her standing, about being able to go to class. So then she says, well, what about Tuesday? You know, like, as if she thought she'd only spend like 24 hours in jail or something after killing 2 people. Like, okay, you know, I'll do the time for the crime. Oh, okay, I get it. Punishment is necessary. So 24 hours, right? Tuesday I can get my car? We can just go ahead and magically put my car back together even after it's been totaled after my drunk driving accident that took away 2 people's lives? Yeah, do we have a Magneto on board who can fix my car up so that I can get to class on Tuesday?
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said that
I'm going to jail tomorrow.
Did you? You're going to jail when we're done here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
Once again, she is hearing him loud and clear. She is acknowledging that she is hearing that she is responsible for the death of 2 people. She just doesn't care. They could have brought the corpses in, and she probably would have let out a hearty belly laugh like Santa Claus. She doesn't fucking care. She didn't know them personally, thus their life is meaningless to her. The only thing that matters is now it might be somewhat of an inconvenience because she thinks she might not be able to go to school tomorrow or even on Tuesday now. So now she's starting to get a little panicked because, oh, she's gonna miss her fucking Tuesday night class. Not because she just killed 2 people, it's just she's gonna miss her Tuesday night class.
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
Can you say that as a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so can I ask when I can go back to school?
I'm not the officer on the scene here, but I can answer the question for you. 14 years, and you can go back to school. And hopefully, if you do go back to school in 14 years, everyone bullies the shit out of you and never lets you forget this moment, and never lets you forget what you did. I don't think you should be able to go back to school in 14 years. I think that is way too lenient of a punishment for what you've done. I think the sentence should have been much longer here, for sure. But I wasn't the judge on the case, so it's clearly not up to me here. I think she is irredeemably stupid, and I do think stupidity can reach a level where it is dangerous, like in a case like this, where you become a danger to everyone around you because you are such an absolute bumbling fucking moron. Now, she was singing a bit of a different tune here, talking about how remorseful she was, saying she's sorry for everything and she'd never commit anything like that again, hasn't drank since that day and doesn't plan on drinking ever again. However, the judge was implored to just impose the maximum 28-year penalty, which I do completely agree with, but unfortunately, she only received 14 years. I also find it very hard to believe that now she's starting to feel remorseful, only now that she realizes she's not only going to miss school for those couple of days, she's going to miss school for 14 years. I still don't believe she has any level of remorse for the victims here. I truly don't. I understand she was drunk, but I used to get drunk a lot, and if you told me I so much as pushed somebody and hurt them, I would have been inconsolably upset that I was responsible for something like that, even while fucking inebriated. Like, it's not like when you're drunk, all of a sudden you become a callous statue that can't process emotion or process any level of information. Because she acknowledged multiple times that she understood 2 people died from what happened. She just still didn't care. She kept singing and dancing and just talking about school and how it might be an inconvenience to her. So I really do think that even while sober, she just doesn't fucking value anyone's life that she doesn't personally know. I know this is me getting very like armchair psychologist about all of it, but it's just the impression I get from the body cam footage as well as reading the rest of the story. I think she is irredeemably stupid and evil and dangerous. So just wanted to talk about this story a little bit. That's about it. So yeah.
I promise, and we are going to watch it. It's Elden Lean, okay? Not Elden Ring anymore, okay?
Hey people. Seth here. The following is highly experimental and may come off as disjointed or schizophrenic. I don't care. Elden Ring, the newest hot release by Hideo Miyazaki of Ghibli Studios, famous for classic animations such as Howl's Moving Mausoleum and My Invader Totoro. From Software have really outdone themselves, as this game features not 1, but 2 crustaceans, possibly even more. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked the ability to swim, so I cannot confirm or deny that. The game begins, and I make my character. His name, Sambubu. His class, naturally, is wretched. I did originally consider prisoner, but I chose not to. I take the key as my starting item, and live to regret it after I get immediate access to a side dungeon and get run over repeatedly by a speeding train. I chose instead to go the other way. After camping a few times, Melina comes by and offers me an accord. I turn it down because I think it's funny. I then proceed to kill Morgoth and Godric before I realize I haven't leveled up. How was I supposed to...
Wait, wasn't he using like 5 summons? God damn.
To know I had to say yes. Miyazaki, just because I'm offered the ability to talk to a woman doesn't mean I'm going to take it. I think that's a symptom of bad design. Conversely, I fell for the oldest trick in a book, the warm embrace of a woman's lap, only to find out 100 hours later it's actually a debuff. What did they mean by this?
Based. Yeah, actually that's very true. Yeah, I never thought about that.
As we'll have to consult a 40-minute lore video to figure out the true symbology behind this item description. I tell you, passive storytelling at its very best, especially when half a characters either disappear, die, or start T-posing during your playthrough. This might bother people who believe there's a story, which is the equivalent of finding a bunch of random notes and thinking to yourself, damn, that book was wild. Halo's plot is crazy. Have you not read all the secret terminals? On the bright side, Dark Souls lore channels now have a steady source of bread for the next 4 years.
That's the best thing. It's like being an Elden Ring content creator. Now you have, like, because nobody understands what the fuck is happening in most of the lore. So they can go and just say whatever, right? It's like, yeah, well, I'm going to make another 30-minute video explaining this because nobody fucking knows what's going on.
Assure you, you'll know every side character better than your own family. I don't remember which war Granddad was fighting, but I do know Patches. I know that, canonically, he is circumcised. Honestly, I don't judge. I still get to have my wife Ronnie. What I'm criticizing is the involvement of this fat fuck. Celebrated all for helping to weave the narrative experience? Okay, let's see what this dude wrote. Sunset found her squatting in the grass, groaning. Every stool was looser than the one before and smelled fouler. By the time the moon came up, she was shitting brown water. The more she drank, the more she shat. But the more she shat, the thirstier she grew. And her thirst sent her crawling to the stream to suck up more water. I rest my case. J.R.R. Martin is the greatest author who has ever lived. He has also never finished his books. And so...
Oh my god. What the fuck, man? That's so scary. Is that the loathsome dung eater? Is that it? Now we know where he came from.
Fittingly, From Software has embodied the spirit of J.R.R. Martin by never finishing a single quest line. Elden Ring is an ambitious platformer, and if you disagree, you haven't played the game, because half this game is jumping with a head start, or falling into a hole, into a canyon, into the place you originally wanted to, but accidentally jumped before doing so, adding an extra foot to the height of your fall, which turned it into a lethal descent. There's nothing I love more than jumping awkwardly off rooftops, but how do we spice it up? Archers. You love archers.
I hated this place so much. This was the worst area in the fucking game, man. Especially because, like, it's not like it wasn't enough for them to just have one archer. No, they had to have multiple archers. And it wasn't enough for the archers to just shoot one arrow. No, they had to shoot multiple arrows. Holy fuck, man.
They're on every roof, and they've got tracking. And guess what? The sewer levels are back. And this time, they're essential to the plot. Yeah, I'm thinking game of the year. Calling them out in your game, Torrent. Absolute genius. So, anybody Googling Elden Ring Torrent gets a bunch of horse pictures instead. I can't wait and...
Oh my... Bro, like, that's fucking brilliant. I'm just speechless. Holy fuck.
Till Elden Ring 2 features the popular and beloved character Codex de Nuvo Pre-Cracked No Virus. But why are we here?
Oh, dude. Oh, wait, I gotta take another screenshot.
We're here for the difficulty because we're hardcore gamers. Take it from me. I've already beaten the final boss, John Elden Ring, so I can give a few pointers. Have you ever used a weapon, armor, fast travel, potions, or opened the world map? And I'm sorry to say, but you're playing the game wrong. This game is meant to be played level 1 as a wretch, using a single club.
I've actually heard about this on my playthrough. Yeah, I've heard about this a lot.
Grades. If you disagree, I'll call you a casual. If you ever hear someone talking like this, take pity on them, because this behavior is characteristic of someone who stacks no paper and gets no bitches. This game isn't hard, not because it's not hard, but because video games fundamentally aren't hard. You know what's hard? The circumstances of life, getting a degree, having a stable family, being born with a baby arm. You're born and one arm develops normally into an adult arm, but the other is this stunted mini child arm, which stops growing at like 3 years of age. So you're this freakish monstrosity. You'll be known around town as Baby Arm Man, and the only job you'll ever have is baby arm stock photo, because it's harder for them to get a kid to pose for that. It's a lot more convenient to have a malformed monstrosity on standby. Furthermore, I genuinely...
I can't do that yet.
Okay, I'm gonna subscribe. Like, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe. That's, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Wow, that's impressive. That was just wow. You never watch it? I've watched it. I just never subbed to the channel. That's what it is. Yeah, I know this guy, but like I haven't seen his videos for a long time. Holy fuck. Okay. Oh, this is the Ubisoft release.
Genuinely believe that pattern recognition is a form of cheating. Your Homo sapiens brain is literally destroying the difficulty of the experience by compensatory adaptation. I hope that people consider this in the future and later learn to recognize that the truest From Software experience would be a lobotomite run, where prior to playing, we perform a frontal lobotomy and sever your prefrontal cortex. Sometimes the only option you have to preserve the purity of your experience is brain damage. Multiplayer enhances the experience. Sometimes you'll see white phantoms briefly appear. These are players from other worlds going through their own journey. Once, I saw a white phantom appear, teabagging a dead NPC. In this moment, I knew I was playing a masterpiece. Messages and appraisal are exactly how Reddit users believe karma works. You upvote, and you get actual physical nourishment from the karma. Oh look, a message on the floor. Maybe someone out there will tell me something useful. Then you open it and read it.
Tri-finger butthole.
See, dog butthole, closely followed by Fortnite. According to a true story, once upon a time, Miyazaki's car broke down in the middle of a road. This was during winter, so no help was to be found. When suddenly, 3 strangers appeared out of nowhere, sucked him off, and left without even saying a word. And that's how Miyazaki got the inspiration for Souls multiplayer. Gameplay, flawless, stunning, effervescent. Just like Bloodborne was a complex allegory for sexually transmitted HIV, Elden Ring is a rich synesthesia between seeing Swampland and remembering Blighttown, or hearing Leyendell long after you've left the capital, because my ears are still ringing from the sound of those fucking trumpets.
That was really fucking annoying. I will give you that. That was so fucking annoying. I hated those. Oh my god.
Actual, real critique. No jokes, no giggles. I think every boss should have a steak of America outside the boss room. Generally, this is true, but sometimes I gotta walk. And traditionally, I do not consider cardio as part of a boss fight. Now, the walks are more generous than any other Souls game, but
yeah, I think they're generally better too. I hate runbacks to bosses. They're fucking annoying. It's like, it's insult to injury. You already lost. Like, what do you have to, what we have to do is again?
Because somebody chose to take a smaller shit in my rice doesn't change the fact that it's still there. Inside my bowl, steaming up my Tupperware. I would also have originally said that the death screen is quite long, but then I realized it's working as intended. You see, when you die in PvP, you have no option but to watch helplessly as someone spams point down and repeatedly defiles your dead body.
I
my
hate
complaints
that, bro.
are pretty
I hate
mild.
that shit.
If, like me, you didn't realize Vigor has a non-linear scaling, it would have helped immensely to know that going 10 to 20 makes no tangible difference, but 20 to 40 is all the difference between taking a blow and getting one-tapped by most of the game. I wish I knew that at the start. Luckily, this game is very...
Bro, how would you... Alright, you should have known that, bro. Like, you should have known that shit. Like, 100%, dude. What do you mean? Absolutely.
Generous with its ability to re-roll your character. If you're still paranoid, you can back up your save at no risk. I've done this more than 100 times without issue and recommend you do the same, because despite what anybody says, there's a million ways to brick your save. I've done it, I can reproduce it, it's still there. Also, easy anti-cheat is a very good anti-cheat because it's very easy to turn off. My friend may have done exactly that, and more. Tell me, Seth, was he punished? Is he banned? No, some of the later fights have interesting hitboxes. Not like I care. I cheesed through that shit. This game makes you realize the greatest companion...
I actually think the hitboxes were fine. I did. I thought the hitboxes were totally okay. There was no bad stuff or anything with the hitboxes at all. And, yeah, it was totally good. Like, there was, like, a couple of them that were bad. Like, I didn't like the Moina fight, but now because the hitbox... Jerk off, clean, wash it. Yeah, of course I'll wash my hands. Why not wash my hands? I got a clean dick. Why would I never wash it. Look, here's the thing. Is like the hitboxes, I think hitboxes were fine.
You'll ever have is yourself. So why not make a copy? Lore.
Nah,
Before
cheat,
continuing, we have to
that's
stop
cheat.
and talk about the best character in the game. Dung Eater. Loathsome.
What?
Dung Eater. Ferocious. Feaster of feces. Devious. Doo-doo devourer. Dung Eater. Consumes excrement. Feces. Shit even. Nihilistic. And with a wicked sense of humor. His greatest desire is to eat the poo-poo. And of course, murder you and defile your dead body. I think there's a lot we can learn from Dung Eater, but as a society, we're not yet ready for that conversation.
I hope not.
Builds. There's many builds. Strength is terrible until you realize you can power stance through the entire game and block everything else with barricade shield for 0 stamina. Going strength and
So let's talk about that. That is called a that is a legitimate strategy, okay? Listen, no. You guys want to fucking pull this shit on me? Watch this. Just a minute. Like, I'm gonna pull this shit up, and y'all are not gonna want to see this. Like, you're not gonna want to see this, but here it is. Get ready. Let me see this real quick, and I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show you guys some bullshit, okay? Like, look at this. I was watching Mitch yesterday. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. Ready? Okay. All right, yo, guys, strength, boys, yo. Strength is overpowered, right?
All right, here we go.
Oh my god, strength is
Become
so
a
OP.
wizard, Harry.
Strength is so OP, it's so broken. Oh my god.
All right, this is it. Put this down. Drink this. Ah! Oh! Oh! Why one-shot it? What? What? Oh my god!
Okay.
Good shit.
I
Wait.
never want to hear about how I'm overpowered again. I never want to fucking hear it. Never.
fortunately, puts you at the highest risk group for naming yourself the Black Swordsman and cosplaying as your favorite slice of life anime. If I
True.
see you doing this, I'll summon you intentionally so I can kick you from my world. Dexterity. Do you enjoy katanas? How about
Yes.
double katanas,
Yes.
each one longer than the last, using realistic, historically accurate sword techniques from feudal era Japan? What about epic PvP compilations? Say no more. Get a river of blood today. Intelligence.
I
Some
saw
would
that.
say a great deal of their enjoyment comes from
there we go.
learning the moveset of every boss. A rhythmic dance between sword, swipe, and parry. A lethal symphony, silenced only by death. Others
That's a
would
good way to do it. I didn't think about. I actually just fought that boss on my own, but I could have just let them jump off the edge. Well, shit, that's way easier.
disagree. I'm confident that if you ask any player running sorcery what's their favorite boss, they'll recoil in surprise and say, I don't know any. I just sit at the back and spam Azure Comet. Faith incantations are very good. Abusing the animation of Catch Flame to cast them instantaneously is even better. And before you say it, I know. It's working exactly as intended. You know what else is intended? This. Also, this. And this. My greatest enjoyment of this game, beyond the exploration, the richness of the graphics, and the scale of the world they made, has been abusing every mechanic I possibly can before it...
See, that's the real fun. Is the cheating is the fun part. Playing the game authentically, that's boring. It's all about the cheating. That's the real good stuff.
gets patched out, and so inevitably I have taken to abusing other players. You might call them humans. I call them people who use Moonveil unironically, and thus I feel no remorse for any of my actions. In
I've had most
summary,
people use that
Elden Ring
against me.
attracts many different responses. Some
fuck is that
fillet the
weapon?
long shaft of FromSoft endlessly. Others hate it because of their own incompetence. Walking manifestations of a Dunning-Kruger effect, these people believe that failure is not their own and somehow inflicted upon them by the universe. You can't be bad at video games, as video games are merely a subject matter. No, that is a deficit in your cognitive ability, something that likely plagues you.
There's a lot of people that make excuses for why they suck at the game. Like, for me, if I'm, like, usually whenever I fuck up, it's always on me. It's always my fault. No, I never do. I always say it's because I suck. It's because I'm getting anxious or, like, I'm making a mistake. It's not the game's fault. It's not because the game is bad. It's because I'm bad. Like, go back and watch it. That's what it is. The bird, I hate the bird. Yes, you're right. I do hate the bird. Like, that's true. That's one boss. Okay, guys? There's one boss.
In
Yeah, that's
every
that's
aspect of your life. In summary, if you're bad at video games, you're bad at life. You've got a smooth brain and a low IQ.
True.
Your fate is to be a grunt in the New World Order. And then there's others, like me, who are quietly waking up to the fact that maybe we should have never dropped those bombs to begin with. I guess what I'm trying to say is Elden Scrolls, 10 out of 10, garbage. I love it. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. If you're interested in some merchant multiplayer, password FUGHUNT goes in all fields. First 52
What
Invasion
the
get a
fuck?
15% off their first month of FUGHunters.com, the official sponsor of this video. And now, allow me to conclude this presentation with some calming visuals. Rest assured, most of the things seen here can no longer be afflicted on another human being.
That's a
warm
good thing.
thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously
I hate this game, bro.
Okay, they obviously did that on purpose. They're obviously trolling because they literally turned around, went the opposite way, and walked straight forward into the mine. I'm just saying though, my guy, you're missing a mine. I'm just throwing that out there, man. I love how he shook his head no, like, please. The worst part of all is he 1000% saved him, too. This guy was dead. 235 HP revving up. 238. Hadn't even gotten there yet. If he turns the corner, saves him. Oh, man, dude.
I decided to clear all of Genshin's content without rolling a single time, but not for the reason you may think.
This girl set up her phone in this song, saying she wanted to check if her boyfriend was husband material by seeing if he would play along with her. And not only did he do that, he went above and beyond. This girl set up her phone in this song, saying she wanted to check if her boyfriend was husband material by seeing if he would play along with her. And not only did he do that, he went above and beyond.
Can you guess what hand?
This girl set up her phone in this song, saying she wanted to check if her boyfriend was husband material by seeing if he would play along with her.
Can you guess what hand Phil Hellmuth has?
Pocket eights for Daniel. Raises to 1500. Phil.
Man, I was hoping he wouldn't go out like that.
Phil has re-raised.
You steaming, Phil?
I'm pretending to be steaming.
Okay, but I think I can't fold. I don't care if it's Phil Hellmuth. I don't care how many bracelets he's got. I want to see the dang flop.
Call.
Well, you got the 3-4 diamonds?
Well, something like that. But no, I don't have the 3-4
God,
diamonds.
that's
I have a strong hand, buddy.
The flop, 4 queen king.
Check.
Daniel checks. Phil bets 8,000. Daniel calls.
Wowzer. King Jack?
5 of spades on the turn. Daniel checks.
Bet. What do you think?
I should have just put it all in before the flop like I planned. But now I'm going to fold.
All in before the flop?
Yeah.
Yeah, you win it.
Can you guess what hand Phil Hellmuth has?
Pocket eights for Dan.
Okay, children, it's Wednesday. Okay, children, it's Wednesday. Time for an official egg check. Heidi and Eric.
Arg is fine.
Okay, Annie and Timmy. Timmy! Ah! Good. Millie and Clyde, I saw yours before class. Powder and Kenny. Now how about our gay couple, Stan and Kyle?
Fine.
What?
No problems at all.
That's impossible! Are you sure you didn't break it and switch eggs on me? Where's my signature?
It's right there. See?
2 boys can't possibly take care of an egg.
Dude, it's totally fine.
It isn't fine. It has 2 daddies. You call that fine? It may be fine on the outside, but inside it's confused and embarrassed. Look at the freak egg. It has two daddies. Two daddies. Two daddies. Come on, class, let's rip on the freak egg. Two daddies. Two daddies. Okay, children, it's Wednesday. Time for an official egg check. Heidi and Eric.
Arg is fine.
Okay, Annie and Timmy. Timmy! Ah! Good. Millie and Clyde, I saw yours before class. Powder and Kenny. Now how about our gay couple, Stan and Kyle?
Fine.
What?
Never. Oh my gosh. Because I'm a creative person?
No, you're not cute. Sorry.
Oh!
He did not!
Oh! I'm not cute?
Why did you reject her?
I don't like, colorful hair. Hi.
Oh my god.
What's your name?
April.
April, Austin.
Austin, okay, sorry. I thought you said awesome. I was like, okay.
Man, your hair is like flames. I'm digging that, yeah.
He just said he didn't like it!
Don't like, colorful hair.
Austin can run a mile under 5 minutes.
So you like to run?
Oh, I love
She
running.
needs to
Would
hit
you
the
go
button.
running with him?
I'm like a walker. I like to walk with my dog, not run with my dog, so...
You're a dogger.
Austin, do you like dogs?
What is that noise? Please hit the button, girl. Oh! Never.
143 mil. 3 hours from 0 GP. We didn't even have 1 coin.
Check. Why is he giving a check? Oh, he wants bishop b7. That's sick. That's a little sick. Do I have any... No, I don't have any ideas there. Okay. To go to a5 then? I can't go... Okay, I have to just go for the attack then. I just hope that this works out. This is so tense. Ah, didn't see that. Check. Is he panicking? I think he's panicking. Check. Check. Now it's mate. Mate. There we go. There we go. Okay. Check. Why is he giving a check? Oh, he wants bishop b7. That's sick. That's a little sick. Do I have any... No, I don't have any ideas there. Okay. To go to a5 then? Can't go... Okay, I have to just go for the attack then. I just hope that this works out.
Yeah? Yeah, sorry to bother you. My friend over there thinks you're really attractive.
$45,000. Wow, you don't say.
So why doesn't he come and talk to me himself?
Yeah, $5K to those kids.
He didn't want to cut the call with the charity short, given it's been weeks since they've been setting up this event.
It's the best dang finger painting I've seen in years.
Oh, is that him playing with those cute kids?
These are actually all the kids he fosters at his house, personally.
Oh my god, he fosters orphans?
Well, that and when he's not volunteering at the soup kitchen downtown.
Wait, Ladles of Love?
Yeah.
I wish more guys really took the time to give back to their communities.
He's a very special guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, the puppies, yep. They couldn't stay away from him for long.
So cute!
Yeah, he spends a couple hours at the shelter Monday through Friday, you know, to make sure these puppies have a good home.
What a selfless guy.
Oh, old man Chestnut. The guy's blind as a bat. Can't see it, but he can feel it.
You know, I really hope he can find a second to come over here.
He just started his spiritual session.
And he's in touch with his spiritual
Yeah,
side?
he's actually become so centered with the universe.
Yeah?
Yeah, sorry to...
We have a 10 on edges. Corners, 10. Surface, 9.5. Okay, we just need a 9. Oh, an 8.5. We have a 10 on edges, 10 on the corners, 9.5. It's the same grades. I'm guessing we got an 8.5. It did. Edges, 10. Great start. Corners, 10. Okay, this is a great start with better centering. 9.5. Okay, that's not bad. 9.5. Come on, at least give us a 9. Come on. 9, yes, all right. First grade, we have a 10 on edges.
I did it. I bought a car.
Really? You got the Mustang?
I was fixing to, but then something else caught my eye.
You did something dumb.
Now, it needs a little bit of work, but once I'm done, it's gonna be amazing.
No.
What do you mean? It's got low mileage, great stereo. Check this out. Look at all the room.
Hell no.
Why?
This isn't a car, it's a motel room on wheels.
Is that how little you think of me?
Yes, maybe less. George, your mother works for the church. This doesn't look good.
I don't know, looks pretty good to me.
Please, listen to me.
Come on, if I drive Sheldon to college, he can sleep back there.
So you saw that couch, and the first thought you had was, my brother can sleep on that.
Not my first thought.
Just go get your money back and buy a different car.
No.
Georgie, I'm not playing around.
Neither am I. I bought it with my own money, and you don't get a say.
As long as you live under my roof, I get plenty of say.
Fine, I'll move out.
And where are you gonna go?
I'll live in the van.
You know what? It was only a matter of time before you lived in a van. Have at it.
Scooby-Doo lived in a van, and he turned out fine. Well?
It's very...
I did it. I bought a car.
Really? You got the Mustang?
I was fixing to, but...
Oh, just kill him. Opa. Oh, just kill him.
Okay, black to move. I mean, this is kind of hot, but then he takes. So that's probably not it. This would be check, but then he can just take it. Probably not it. Oh, is it sacrifice the rook here, here, and then there? Yeah, I think that's actually it. That's it. That has to be it, right? Oh my god. 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 Oh my. Oh! He juked us! Oh my god. Well, now what do I do? I mean, if I go here, he's gonna take the rook. What do we do now? I mean, if we go here, right? He goes there, and then we can't even take. Is it like, is it this? This? I don't know what else to do. Should we just say YOLO? Now what? Now how do we do this? So, is it that? Because then he can't know. Is it... That doesn't work. Oh, wait, that actually... Wait, that works, right? Because he can't go here or here, right? Oh, that's it. Oh, my God.
Hey, sweetie, how's it going? Ooh, cool. Cool. The temperature stick sticks out a little. Yeah, I think the way it works, the temperature goes through the tube, and then it shoots me like a text message. Isn't that cool? I'm serious. Really? Yeah. Well, I gotta go. So have fun taking an ice bath.
Water temp is 50 degrees Fahrenheit today.
That is so busted. Okay, that is so busted.
One Counter-Strike mystery has kept us up at night for years. Who is Foon? For those out of the loop, Foon was, and maybe still is, a legendary Counter-Strike Source player known for his godlike movement. His iconic frag movie, Foon, Too Much for Z-Block, has over 9 million views and spawned some of gaming's greatest soundbites.
From Ivy, out middle, through our connector, like a speed demon.
But that video came out over a decade ago, and we still don't know who Foon is, or if he was scripting or not. There are plenty of theories out there, and some streamers who even claim to know Foon.
Me and him used to hang out all the time. He didn't even put me in this.
I don't know. Like, his B-hops were really fucking nuts, but he probably could have done it without stripping.
But honestly, maybe we were never meant to know the real answer.
This guy's the movement god, bro.
That is so busted. Okay, that is so busted.
One Counter-Strike mystery has kept us up at night for years. Who is Foon?
Have a good one.